Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vinyasa and I'll be leading you through our backbend flow. Today's practice is really invigorating and strengthening for all of those core muscles and a really great introduction to backbends. We will also be incorporating a lot of hip openers. Hip openers and backbends go really great together. If you're new to backbends, this is the practice for you. I'll be offering plenty of variations, so feel free to pick and choose what's right for your body. And at the same time, don't be afraid to challenge your practice and throw in anything else you'd like to. And also listen to your body and what it needs from this practice. If it needs a little rest, make sure to take that rest. I hope you enjoy this practice. Let's get started on our mats. In today's practice, we're going to start out in child's pose. So you can bring your knees together and then gently roll your belly over the thighs, reaching your arms up. You can place your head on a block too. Or if you'd like to get right into our hip opening, you can bring your knees mat width apart and just let the belly sink between your thighs. You can reach for opposite elbows and let your head rest down on your forearms if that feels good. Close your eyes once you get there. Allow your body to melt into your child's pose. Unclenching your jaw, allowing the tongue to float, removing any tension from the space between your eyebrows. Just completely relax the face here. As we take this time to focus on our breath. How does the breath sound? How does it feel today? Deepening your inhales, lengthening your exhales, and just creating a steady rhythm here with your breath. That breath rhythm will really power our movement and our practice today. With every inhale, feel the front body, back body, side body expanding. With every exhale, just letting go, maybe feeling the belly sink a little deeper between the thighs. Forgetting any thoughts of the past, the future. And just completely present in this moment as we take these next couple of breaths together. And then from here, start to invite some movement into your fingers, maybe your toes. We'll open our practice with one breath together. Take a big breath in through your nose, and through the mouth, exhale. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed, or you can gently blink them open with a couple of blinks. On your next inhale, we're going to look forward, press down through the palms, shoulder width apart. We're going to shift forward, kind of like a tabletop. From here, you can curl your toes under and bring your knees to hip distance. We're going to shift forward slightly past the wrists, and as you exhale, just send it back into that child's pose. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, shifting back. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. On this inhale, we're going to shift forward, holding here. Now, option to walk your hand to the front of the mat and gently dip your chest towards the ground. It doesn't have to be super deep. You can place your chest or your head on a block. Moving into a puppy pose. Doesn't have to be your deepest variation of this posture. But we're getting right into the shoulders, opening up the upper back, getting it ready for our practice. Maybe you dip a little deeper with the shoulders, with the armpits. And then when you're ready, pressing through the palms, just shift forward. We're gonna dip the hips down, open up into a cobra shape. You can bend into your elbows to take it a little lower. From here, bring your palms by the rib cage, lower your chest down, and as you inhale, open up your chest. Exhale, lower, keep your legs active. Inhale, lifting up. Doesn't have to be your deepest bend. Exhale. Inhale. And from here, we'll exhale to lower down. Use a little bit of core to lift up and back into your child's pose. And as you inhale, we'll find our way into our tabletop. Now you might need to fix your alignment here. Shoulders are gonna stack above your wrist. Nice flat back, knees at hip distance. Once you're there, inhale, dip the belly down, open up your chest, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, contract, squeeze your belly in, round the shoulders up. Inhale, opening up for cow pose, long neck. Exhale for cat pose. Squeeze the belly in, separate your shoulder blades. Inhale, opening, follow your own breath. Exhale, contract. One more. Inhale and exhale. From here, find your flat back. We're gonna keep the shoulders stacking above the wrists, but we're gonna step the right foot to the back of the mat, toes curled under. From here, lift up that right leg, engaging your glute. Make sure you're not in a back bend shape, so we're squeezing the low belly in. From here, we're gonna bend the knee and flex the ankle. Now you can stay right here, or we're gonna add a couple of leg pumps. When you're ready, I'll count it down from 5. Pump up that heel. 5, keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and on 1, lift up that heel high, look towards your right side. We'll take that knee over to the right, extend, and then place the right foot down beside you. If you need some cushion, you can roll up the edge of your mat for under that left knee or place a blanket. Walk your hands back to the left knee, and as you inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, take it over to the right side, left arm up and over the ear. Inhale, back up through center. Left hand will touch down beside you. You stay where you are. I'll just rotate a little so you can see. Reach your right arm up and then lift up that right leg. Now you can stay right here, or you can bend that knee, ankle flex, taking it as close as you can to the glute, and maybe reach for that foot. If you have it, you can pull it away from you, using core here, using the strength of your legs. So if you were to let go of that right leg, it wouldn't just fling back. One more breath. And then bring the heel back down towards the glute. Release, extend the right leg out, place it down beside you. Walk your hands forward and over to that right foot. Lift up halfway on your inhale. And as you exhale, walk your hands back to center, place them shoulder width apart. Slide that right foot behind you, lift it up, and as you exhale, step the right foot to the outside of the right hand, however you'd like to get there. Walk your hands forward. Now you might need to use a block. You can place it under your hands just to find a little bit of lift. This kind of applies to a lot of the poses we do today. You can always use that block to lift up a little. Knee above our ankle in this low lizard lunge. Open up your chest, gazing up just slightly. And now as you exhale, we'll just straighten that right leg, peel the toes up, and you can walk your hands back a little. You can also place them on that block and lift up higher. Slight bend in this right knee, so we're not hyperextending. We'll take one more breath. And then shifting back, lunging forward, walk your hands forward. Now the left hand's gonna stay down on your mat or your block, and as you inhale, sweep the right arm open, finding our twist. And again, doesn't have to be a deepest twist. Keep pushing and grounding through that left palm, one more breath. And then from here, right hand comes down to your right knee. Use your core to lift the left arm up, pressing down through the right foot. And as you exhale, we'll take it into a side stretch. Left arm up and over the left ear. Find that counterbalance by engaging your glute, your legs, your belly. And as you exhale, hands come back down to the inside of the right foot, shoulder width apart, curl your back toes under, lift up the back knee. Now you can stay right here and hold, or you can press that knee into your shoulder. We can add some core. Point the toe back. We hold 3, 2, 1. Step the right foot back so we're in our full plank. One breath in. Exhale, knees come down. Shift it back into a quick child's pose. And inhale, shift it back into your tabletop. We'll find our alignment, shoulders above the wrists, and we'll go right into that other side. From here, left toe step back, lift up the left leg, bend at the knee, flex your ankle. We're gonna do those heel pumps when you're ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Bend that knee a little deeper. Look towards your left side. Take that knee over to the left. Extend the leg and place the foot gently down beside you. Walk your hands back, and as you inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, side stretch over to the left. Inhale, up and over. Take that right hand down beside you. Left arm reaches up, left leg kicks up. Again, you can stay right here or bend that knee, reach for your foot. Keep breathing. We'll take one more breath. And then bend that knee in a little. Extend the leg out if you're holding it. Place it back down. Walk your hands forward and over to the left side. Lift up halfway on your inhale. And then walk your hands back through center, shoulder width apart. Slide the left leg up behind you. And as you exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. We'll find our low lizard lunge. So keep in mind that even if you didn't use a block on the other side, this side could be a little tighter and might appreciate using that block under your hands for that lift up. When you're ready, take one breath in, and as we exhale, we send the hips back. Walk the hands back as well, moving into our wide half split. Toes peeling up as well. Maybe even flex your ankles towards your face, adds that extra stretch. Long spine, one more breath. And then walk your hands back towards the front, lunging forward. Right hand's gonna stay down, left arm sweeps up. And then from here, left hand to the left knee, right arm reaches up, inhale. Exhale, take it into that side stretch. Everything's active, pressing down through that left foot, core engaged. And then bring your hands back down to the inside of the left foot, curl the back toes under, pop up that back knee. Now again, you can stay right here, this is great, or you can press your knee into your shoulder, point the toe back for a little extra core. We hold 3, 2, on 1. Step that foot back into your plank. So we're all in plank now, shoulders above the wrists, pushing off of the toes, squeezing the belly in, pushing the mat away from you. Take one more breath in, and as you exhale, we'll find our first downward facing dog of the practice, sending your hips up and back. Hands are gonna stay at shoulder width, feet are hip distance or wider if that feels good. And then we want a slight bend or a deep bend in the knees. That really helps. Push with all 4 corners of your palms. Push the mat away from you to lengthen the arms, the spine, and send that weight towards your heels. The heels don't have to touch down in your downward facing dog. Just work on lengthening your spine. Find your breath. Big breath in and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. From here, we'll lift up the heels, bend the knees and gaze forward. We'll gently walk towards the front of our mat. Once we get there, half lift on your inhale, lengthen your spine, hands can come to the shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rolling up gently, just for this first one. You can roll out your wrists here if you'd like to. Once you're standing, reach your arms up, inhale. Exhale, palms through center, down by your sides. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold, lead with your chest. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale, bring your palms down shoulder width, take big steps back into your high plank. Now from here, take one breath in, and as you exhale, knees, chest and chin reach for the mat. Bend your elbows towards the back. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. And as you exhale, you can use your knees to lift up and back into your downward facing dog. We'll only do that version of our vinyasa just for the next couple of rounds. It's a really good chest opener and arm strengthener. But from then on, we'll do regular vinyasas, and I'll show you those later. You can always modify them or skip them and move right into your down dog. Big breath in and exhale. Lifting up your heels, bend the knees, gaze forward, step or jump lightly to the front of your mat. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up. You can always take this part slow like last time, lengthening. Exhale, palms through center. Let's forward fold right away this time. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. We'll move into a quick chair pose. Bend the knees, sweep the arms forward, sit it back into your invisible chair. We're making sure we're not in a back bend for this shape, so squeeze your low belly in. If your feet are together, thighs are together, but you can also do hip distance with feet and thighs. One more breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale, palms come down, step it back into high plank. One breath in, exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, sliding forward, opening up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in, and let it go. From here, the right leg's gonna lift up and back behind us for three-legged dog. Now you can either point that right toe or flex the ankle. Keep pushing with your palms, and when you're ready, we'll bend the knee and open up the hip. You can gaze under your right armpit, challenging your balance here. Lift that knee, point it up towards the ceiling. One more breath. And as you exhale, take that knee through center. We're gonna step it between our palms, however you'd like to get there. When you're ready, gently lower down that back knee. Right knee above the right ankle. Inhale for low lunge, arms reach up. Keep breathing through it. Make sure to find your alignment. Set up your stance before lifting up. Really helps with that stability of each and every pose. Now you can keep the arms like this, shoulders rolling back, or we can do a different arm variation. Interlace your palms together and then roll the palms up towards the ceiling. And keep gazing forward. Maybe you take the hands a little further behind you. Keep pressing into the right foot just for activity in the legs. One more breath. Exhale, hands come down, moving back into that half split. Peel the right toes up. Maybe you take it a little deeper if you're feeling good by bending the elbows. Inhale, shift forward, bending into the front knee. Walk your hands forward, curl the back toes under, pop up that back knee. We're gonna take it up high. Inhale for high lunge when you're ready. The right hip is drawing back, left hip pushing forward. Keep your core active. And again, we can add that arm variation if you'd like to. Interlace your palms, turn the palms up towards the ceiling. And again, just take your hands a little further back. You'll feel that space opening up in the armpits. One breath in. Now as you exhale, release that interlace, sweep your arms back, lean your chest forward, runner's lunge. Inhale, arms reach up. We'll move into warrior two. Back heel comes down, opening up the chest towards the left side, long arms. Still maintaining that lunge in the front knee. Take one breath, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior two, right arm up and over. And as you exhale, take your right elbow to your right thigh, left arm up and over the ear. Extended side angle. And even though we have this connection of elbow to knee, try not to rest weight there. It should feel like you can release that right hand at any point. Open up your chest a little further, and if you'd like to, you can take the left hand behind your back. Keep breathing. We'll hold one more breath. And then from here, looking down towards your mat. If your hand's behind your back, reach it back up. Everyone's gonna bring that left hand down to their mat or block. The back heel will lift up, toes turn forward. Right arm sweeps up, twisted lunge. Everything is active in this posture. Legs are working. It should feel like you can maybe stand back up from this position. So we're not dumping too much weight in the wrists. Now you can stay right here. Maybe you take it into that half bind behind your back, or we can take it into a bendy side plank. So let's turn onto the outer edges of both feet. You can hold right here for this hip opening version. You can go full side plank if you just want some core, or maybe we bend that right foot and see if we can reach. Reach for that right foot. You don't have to catch it. But if you do, hold on. We'll hold for 3, 2, on 1. Gently release that foot wherever you are. Right hand comes down. As you exhale, knees come down. Shift forward, modified chaturanga, elbows squeezing into the rib cage. Inhale, opening up the chest. Exhale, you can use your knees to lift up and back, downward facing dog. Find your breath when you get there. Slow it down. Big breath in and release. Left leg lifts up and back on your inhale. Again, either pointing or flexing at the ankle. This really helps engage the quad. Take one breath in, and as you exhale, bend that knee, open up the hip to the left. Maybe you gaze under the left armpit. One full breath. And as you exhale, take that knee through center. Take a big step forward, gently lower down the back knee. Inhale, high lunge, or low lunge. Remember, follow your own breath. Your practice can be slower or faster than my cues. So last round we did this interlace version. You can do that again, or this time we can hold opposite elbows. Same thing, lift up the elbows and then pull them back behind you. We're focusing on the upper back rather than the neck, so keep gazing forward. If you'd like to, you can just tilt the chin up slightly, but keep your neck long. As you exhale, hands come down, moving slowly into that half split, straightening the front leg, peeling the toes up. One more breath. And then bending back into that front knee. Walk your hands forward, curl the back toes, lift up the back knee. We'll take it into our high lunge. Inhale, reaching up. And again, you can add that same arm variation, holding the opposite elbows, pulling back to open up the chest. Keep your belly hugging in. One more breath. Exhale, sweep your hands back, runner's lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Open up, warrior two. Back heel comes down, long arms. One breath. And then flip your front palm, reverse your warrior two. Come back through center, left elbow, left thigh, right arm up and over the ear. Extended side angle. Again, we're using our core, so we're not resting that weight. Open up the right shoulder. You can take it into that half bind with the right hand if you'd like to. See how long of a line you can create on that entire right side of your body. We'll take one more breath. And then gazing towards the floor, right hand comes down, back heel lifts up, toes turn forward, left arm sweeps up, twisted lunge. Keep breathing through it. Legs are active. And now, if you did that side plank on the opposite side, we can turn onto the edges of both feet. Maybe take it into our full side plank, or bend that left knee, take the heel as close as you can to your glute and reach for the foot. And even if you can't reach the foot, it all holds the same benefits. One more breath. Exhale, gently bring that left hand down. You can bring your knees down, flow through a vinyasa right here if you'd like to. Or you can skip it and just move into your downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we'll take a short little break in child's pose. You can bring your knees down and just sink your hips back. Slow down your breath. You can come back to child's pose at any point in the practice if your body needs a break. We'll take a couple more breaths here. You can grab some water if you'd like to. When you're ready, slowly shifting forward through your tabletop, curling the back toes under, lifting up into your downward facing dog. Big breath in and exhale. So we're pretty warmed up now. We're gonna move a little bit faster, but remember, you can take it at your own pace. Follow your own breath flow. One breath in and exhale. From here, right leg's gonna lift up and back as you inhale. Exhale to take that knee through center, take a big step forward, left foot steps forward as well. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up, lengthen, reach your arms up. And then from here, take your palms through center, we'll hold right there. Get a good grip in the left toes, the left foot, and when you're ready, right knee lifts up in front of your chest, flex your ankle. Option to extend that leg out, holding for 3, 2, 1. Bend it back in. Now take that ankle to the top of your left thigh and open up into a figure 4 shape. Now you might just stay here or take one breath in, and as you exhale, we'll bend into the left knee, super slowly finding a figure 4 chair. It doesn't have to be super deep. We're really opening up this right hip flexor and strengthening the left hip flexor, just like our regular chair, long spine. One more breath. Start to stand tall. Keep your eyes locked on your focal point, right knee in front of your chest. And as you exhale, we'll tip our weight forward, moving into a warrior 3. Maybe you have 2 blocks set up that you can reach for. Start to extend that right leg out behind you, toes facing down. You can keep your hands at the chest. Chest and top of the right thigh are parallel to the ground. We won't be here long, just one breath. And then from here, we're gonna bend into the left knee. Step the right foot back. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands come down. Slide the left foot back and up, three-legged dog. Maybe bend the knee, open up the hip. And then from here, take that left knee over to your right elbow. So we find a twist. From here, we're gonna take that left foot up and over, behind the right foot, finding wild thing, sweeping the left arm up, opening up the chest. And as you exhale, we'll take the left hand back down in place and step the left foot to the outside of the left hand, gently lowering down that right knee. So we're back in our low lizard lunge. You have the option to stay right here. You can grab those blocks, lift up a little higher. You can take it on the forearms, or we can open up that left thigh, maybe bend the back knee and reach for it with our left hand. Anything that's touching the mat is pushing away from the mat. So try not to be in a sinking position. We really want to open up the chest here. Take one more breath. And then if you're holding that back foot, just release it, tuck the left knee in, bring the palms to the inside of the left foot. Curl your back toes under to lift up the knee. We're gonna heel toe this left foot all the way over to the right side and end up in our pigeon pose, gently bringing the hips down. Now, if this pigeon feels uncomfortable or you feel like you're opening up to the right side, just grab a block. You can place it right underneath that right sit bone. And if you're opening up still to the side, just bend that back knee and kind of do a 90-90 position. Left ankle stays flexed, looking back. Neutralize your ankle. You can also do this without the block. We're gonna keep our fingertips wide off the mat. You can tilt forward just slightly. Keep your belly engaged and pull open your chest. A lot of the times in this variation, we just go right into a sleeping pigeon, but that really takes the back bend out of it. So we're gonna open up the hips and keep that back bend going. Take one more breath. And then gently lower down the chest. Bring your palms towards shoulder width. Curl the back toes under. Lift up off that left hip. Slide it up and back behind you. Give it a wiggle. And then from here, step the left foot to the front. Right foot follows. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. We'll take the palms down and step back into high plank. We're gonna end up on our belly, so you can chaturanga, you can bring your knees down, however you'd like to end up on your belly. Once you get there, take your fingertips off the sides of your mat, doming your palms, elbows face up. Point your toes and then press the toes back down into the mat. As you inhale, lift open the chest. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lifting up. As you exhale, dip the right shoulder in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left. Inhale, lift. We'll hold here. Maybe you lower a little bit if it feels like it's too high of a back bend, legs still active. And exhale, lower everything down. Reach your hands back towards your feet. And then as you inhale next, lift up your chest. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, reaching the hands back. Maybe the legs lift up as well. Maybe you bend the knees and reach for your feet. If you have the ankles or the feet, you can pull back. Keep holding for 3. Don't hold your breath for 2. On 1. Gently lower everything down. Palms come by the rib cage. Lift up and back into a quick child's pose. And then on your inhale, shift forward, curl the toes under, lift up and back. Downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, left leg lifts up and back. Inhale. As you exhale, step that foot through center, right foot follows. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising it all the way up. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, palms through center. We'll hold here. This time, get a good grip in the right foot. We'll lift the left knee up in front of the chest, flexing the ankle. If you did it on the other side, we'll extend that leg out. The leg doesn't have to be high, just strong. One more breath. Bend that knee back in. We'll take it to the top of our right thigh, opening up figure four. See how that feels first. And then when you're ready, take one breath in. Exhale, bending into the right knee. Keep your eyes locked on that focal point, something that isn't moving. Left ankle stays flexed. One more breath. And then as you inhale, lifting back up, release that knee up in front of you. We're gonna move into warrior three. You can have your blocks ready or start to lead with that left leg out behind you, extending it. Toes facing down, slight bend in that standing leg. One more breath. Now you can use your hands if you'd like to. We're gonna step the left foot back. Inhale, arms reach up, high lunge. Exhale, hands come down, framing the right foot. Slide the right foot back and up, bend that knee, open up the hip. And as you exhale, take that right knee over to the left side, find a twist. We're gonna move into wild thing. Right foot's gonna lift up and over that right leg. Gently step it behind you. We're on the edge of the left foot. Right arm sweeps up and over. One breath here. And as you exhale, that right hand comes back down. Use your core to gently step that right foot to the outside of the right hand. And then lower down that back knee. So we're back in our lizard lunge. Maybe you flowed through a few variations of this lizard on the last round. You can go ahead and do that here. Follow your breath, keep it flowing. And just remember, even though you did something on the other side, doesn't mean it has to happen on this side as well, the exact same way. Just honor that within your body, that both sides might be different. And with more practice, we might find that balance. One more breath. If you're holding the back foot, gently release it back down. Tuck the right knee in. Hands come to the inside of the right foot. Curl your back toes under just to lift up the back knee and heel toe this right foot all the way over to the left. We're gonna end up in our pigeon, move slow. Maybe have that block underneath that right sit bone. Keep your right ankle flexed. I'm gonna check my back ankle is neutral. Right hip pulling back, left hip forward. Keep your fingertips down. We're gonna stay in the back bend, the chest opener. So it's like your fingertips are pulling the ground towards you to open up the chest. Keep breathing. Take this time to slow down your breath. Find that rhythm again. And exhale. One more breath, inhale. And as you exhale, bend into the elbows so you can bring the hands down shoulder width. Curl your back toes under. We're gonna push to take weight off that right thigh. Slide it back and up, give it a shake. And then from here, we'll just simply step the right foot down into place for downward facing dog. On your next inhale, shift forward into high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, high plank. Exhale, down dog. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. From here, right leg lifts up again. Inhale. As you exhale, we're gonna shift forward into plank. Start gazing up. Maybe you bend that knee and pretend you're gonna tap your head. And as you exhale, take that knee through center towards your nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Start to shift forward, bending the knee, gazing towards the front of your mat. Maybe you imaginary tap your head. And as you exhale, take that knee through center towards your nose and step it between your palms. We're setting up for our high lunge. Inhale to lift up, opening right up into warrior two. Now you might have a block ready at the front of the mat. We're gonna move into half moon. Flip the front palm, reverse. As you exhale, like a cartwheel, we're gonna reach the right hand forward, step the back foot in a little closer, right hand to your mat or block, and then lift up that left leg. Flex your ankle. It's definitely a challenging pose, so use that block underneath the right hand if you need to. Lift this left leg up a little higher than you'd like. Now, if you want to take it into a back bend with me, we're gonna bend the back knee like we've been doing. Take that heel as close as you can to your glute, and then maybe see if you can reach for that foot. And again, remember, if you can't catch the foot, it's okay. You can just hold right here. If you do have your foot, see if you can pull it up a little higher. Just gonna hold for 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, on 1. If you have your foot, lower it back down first so we can release it gently. Everyone's gonna bend into the right knee to step the left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, lift up, straighten the front leg, reverse your triangle. And as you exhale, bend into the front knee, cartwheel your hands down, lift up the back heel, step the right foot back into full plank. We're gonna walk our hands all the way to the back of the mat. Slight bend or a deep bend in the knees. You can just hang out right here, hold opposite elbows. Maybe sway from side to side. Now from here, we're gonna release our hands down, bend into the knees, and we're gonna end up at the front of the mat again. So you're welcome to just walk your way forward, or if you'd like to do this next fun little thing with me, we're gonna take our peace fingers, hook our big toes. And now the more you bend into your knees, the more you can reach. And keeping that grip on our big toes, we're just gonna walk our way right to the front. Looks pretty funny, but really trains those hip flexors to open up while strengthening so we can walk forward. Once we get to the top, release, lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rising all the way up, reach your arms up. And as you exhale, fold. Half lift, inhale. Fold, exhale, palms come down, step or jump back. From here, you can exhale, chaturanga, use your knees if you need to. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, use your core, downward facing dog. Once you get there, big breath in. And exhale. Left leg's gonna lift up and back on your inhale. We're gonna shift forward into that high plank, start to gaze forward, bending at the knee, pretending to tap our toe to our head. As you exhale, take that left knee towards your nose, contract. Inhale, 3-legged dog, send your weight back, lift that leg up, and then shift forward from there, gazing forward. Pretend tapping our toe to our head. Exhale, knee to nose, contract, and step it forward. High lunge, inhale. Open up, warrior 2. You might have that block ready. Flip the front palm, reverse. We're gonna move into our half moon. Slide that right foot in. Left hand touches down, right leg lifts up, half moon. Holding here. Remember, lift that right leg up a little higher, flex your ankle. And if you'd like to, you can bend the knee. Reach for that foot. If you have it, pull it up a little higher. You can also bend into that standing leg. Don't be afraid to do that. One more breath. If you have the foot, bring the heel back down first, release. Step that foot all the way back. Lift up, warrior 2, straighten the front leg, reverse triangle. As you exhale, cartwheel your hands down, step the left foot back into your plank. And from here, walk your hands back to the back of the mat. Lift up halfway, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Reach for the mat, bend into your knees. And we're just gonna bring the knees right down. Uncurl the toes, sit back onto your heels. We're gonna move into camel pose. You might grab 2 blocks and just place them right beside your feet. I like to use the highest setting. If you're new to camel, you can use the highest setting, or you can bring it onto the medium or a low setting. And then just align them beside your feet. From here, lifting up onto the knees, we're gonna take the fingertips up behind our back, onto the sacrum. Fingertips are gonna face upwards. If you feel like the fingertips can't face up, it's okay if they face downwards. We're just gonna press into the sacrum to open up the chest. You might curl your toes under just so you can reach for the heels after. So fingertips lifting up the spine, lengthening your spine. We'll open up the hips by reaching them forward. You can tilt your head back just slightly. Pretend there's a string lifting your chest up towards the ceiling. And now from here, you might reach that right hand to your block, left hand to the block. If the blocks aren't your thing, you can also bring your hands right to your heels. I've set up my blocks a little lower than my heels, so my heels are a great intro point for camel. Taking it deeper, keep hugging your belly in, and then I can take it right onto those blocks, which are a little bit lower. One more breath. You can uncurl your toes if you'd like to as well. And then to get up out of this, just everything we did on the way in. So curl your toes back under, take your hands back up to the heels, start to gaze forward, hands to the back of the sacrum till we can lift up, uncurl the toes, find a quick child's pose. Slow down your breath, just let go of your head, your neck. We'll take one more breath. And then from here, slowly rolling back up onto your knees. You can grab those blocks, place them back on the side of your mat. And when you're ready, place your hands back down in front of you, curl the toes under, lift up and back, downward facing dog. We're gonna do one more little chunk and slow it down. One breath in, and exhale. Right leg lifts up and back on your inhale. Take that knee through center as you exhale, step it forward. Left foot follows to meet the right. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising up. You can just roll up for this one, might feel good. Reach the arms up, lengthen, inhale. Exhale, palms through center. We're gonna hold here. We're gonna look down, lift up the toes, spread them, and place them all back down onto your mat. We're gonna move into dancer pose, so slide the right foot back and up. If you have a strap, you can use that to wrap around your foot and hold onto that strap. If not, we're gonna reach the left hand forward. This hand's gonna stay right in place. The right hand's gonna reach back, and we're gonna use our glute strength to lift up that extra bit of weight and catch the inside of the right foot. Find your focal point, and when you're ready, lead with that right knee. So we're just working on lifting up that right leg as high as we can, and when you feel like you've hit that high point, you can maybe start to tip the chest down and take it into a deeper split. Keep breathing. Try not to think about how cool you look. That's always when we fall out of it. One more breath. Now, as you exhale, if you've tipped forward, tip your weight back up first, then bring the knee in. We're gonna keep balancing on that left foot. Right knee lifts up in front of the chest. It's okay if it touches down for a break. Interlace your fingers around that right knee. Now you can stay here or pull it in towards your chest. See if you can open up the chest into a deeper back bend. And as you exhale, we'll tip forward, release that foot. We're gonna step it to the back of the mat, reaching for our mat. Once we get there, slide the left foot back and up. Give it a wiggle in the sky, and then step that right knee, right shin, down into place. So we're in this asymmetrical tabletop. We're gonna lift up the right leg just like we did in the beginning of class. Bend the knee, and now you can stay here, or maybe we get a good grip in that right hand and slide the left hand, thumb facing down towards the inside of the right foot. Curl your toes around your fingertips, and when you're ready, engage your glute, your core muscles to lift that right leg a little higher. One more full breath. If you've lifted, gently bring the heel back down, release the left hand down into place, and then we're all gonna step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Left toes curl under, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Sink your hips down, elbows to knees, palms come together. You're welcome to sit on a block, but we won't be here too long. Open up the chest, think upward facing dog, and as you exhale, fingertips come down. Lift up your hips, heel toe your feet back towards each other. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold forward, hands come down. Step it back into your high plank. Optional vinyasa flow right here, or you can move it right into your down dog. Follow your breath if you're flowing. Once you get to your downward dog, big breath in, and let it go. Left leg lifts up and back, inhale. Exhale, knee through center, big step forward. Right foot follows. Half lift on your inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Rising it up. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, palms through center. We hold here. Again, lift up your toes, spread them, place them all back down. Bend that knee behind you, grab your strap if you have it, right hand in front of you. Wrap your strap hook, and we're gonna follow the same instructions if you're holding that strap. Otherwise, start to reach for the inside of the left foot. Find your focal point, and when you're ready, left knee lifts up first. So we're just using strength, and then we can tip it forward. I know it's tempting to lock into this right standing leg and hyperextend, but keep that slight bend or a deep bend. One more breath. Lifting up first, bending the knee back in, release it, take that knee in front of your chest, interlace your fingertips on that chin, and when you're ready, pull up the chest, maybe a slight gaze upwards. Exhale, start to lean forward, releasing that chin. Step the left foot to the back of the mat, the hands come down. Slide the right foot back in up a three-legged dog. And as you exhale, step the right foot to the outside of the palm, left foot to the outside of the left palm. Sink your hips back down. Finding a quick malasana, elbows pressing into the knees. One more breath. And now as we exhale, you can use your hands if you'd like to, or you can reach hands forward, sink the hips down, and find boat pose, lifting the feet up. You can hold onto the backs of your knees here if you'd like to. Squeeze your thighs together, lift open your chest. Maybe hands are reaching forward. We'll hold for 3, 2, on 1. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, as slowly as you can, rolling it back. Move through that shaky point. Low back touches down first, mid back, and upper back. And just let go of your body onto the mat for a moment. And then when you feel ready, you can hug your knees in towards your chest, curl up into a little ball, rock from side to side. And then we'll bring the soles of the feet back down onto the mat. Feet are about hip distance, and we're gonna reach for our heels and tickle them with our fingertips. From here, pressing down into the palms, the feet. As you inhale, lifting the hips up into our bridge pose, making sure the knees stay above the ankle at hip distance. Squeezing the glutes, you can roll the shoulders under. You can interlace your palms underneath. Keep pressing down in the back of the head just to keep space between your chin and chest. One more full breath. And as we exhale, we'll release the hands, gently roll vertebrae by vertebrae all the way back down. And then from here, we'll just hug the knees back in towards the chest, rock from side to side. And then we'll go for one more round. Feet come back down. Now you have the option to go into bridge pose again, or maybe we go for wheel. If you're setting up for bridge, you can go ahead and set up for that now. If you're going into the wheel pose, we want to take our hands by our ears, fingertips facing towards the knees. And we want to make sure our elbows aren't falling wide, so we want to keep them up towards the sky. From here, pressing down through the feet, start to lift up your hips, press into the palms, take it onto the top of your head. Now this might be where you stay. Not so much pressure on your head, you're still pushing through the palms. When you're ready, lifting up all the way into your wheel pose. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. So you're either in your wheel pose or your bridge. We'll take one more breath. Slowly coming back down. If you're in a wheel, you can tuck in your chin, bend the elbows, place the back of your head down, lowering all the way, and then everyone's just gonna rock the knees in, curling up into a little ball, and just rock from side to side. And we'll just start to wind it down. Extend your arms out by your sides. Take one breath in. As you exhale, let the knees just gently fall over to your right, onto your mat or your block. You can gaze over to the left if it doesn't hurt your neck, and just close your eyes. We'll take a couple more breaths here. And then on your next inhale, using a little bit of core, bring your knees back through center. Exhale, take your knees over to the opposite side. Nice, gentle little twist. Left side melting down into the ground. Stretching out the right side. Slowing down our breath and letting go of our practice. Inhale, bring the knees back in through center. From here, we'll reach between the thighs, hold on to the outer edges of the feet. You can stay right there or lift the soles of the feet up to face the ceiling. You can rock from side to side here. This should feel pretty good. Nice, happy baby to end off our class. And then lower the heels back down. Close your knees together. Bring the soles of the feet down onto your mat. One last little windshield wiper from side to side. And we're gonna set up for Savasana. I'll help you set up, and you can stay there as long as you'd like to. For our first Savasana option, you can bring your knees together and feet wide on the mat. This helps press the low back down into the mat. Or you can go for classic Savasana, extending the legs out, arms by the sides. Unsticking the shoulders, you can roll them down. Getting any last minute fidgets out of the way, any clothing adjustments at all. This is where our body really feels the benefits of that practice together, as your body takes this moment of rest. Remember, you can stay here for as long as you'd like to. If you'd like to close off the practice with me, we'll just come back up into a seated position, sitting tall, bringing the palms together at the chest. We'll close our practice with one breath together. Big breath in through your nose, and release. Bowing the head down. Thank yourself for coming to practice today, and thank you for allowing me to guide that practice. I hope you found some love, some light on the mat. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me today, and thank you for allowing me to guide your practice. I hope you found that hip opening and back bend flow super helpful. Remember to keep practicing it, and you'll feel a lot stronger in your everyday practice. I'll see you next time, yogis. Namaste.